We all know and love our minor pentatonic, but what if I was to show you one extra note that you could add to it to make your playing sound so much better? Let's dig in and have a look. So I hope you like that little thing that I played there. And basically, the whole thing is just me thinking about where's the major sixth. So we're in E minor. So we're E minor pentatonic here in the 12th fret. So a very, very important note is the flat 7. Everybody should know where the flat 7 is, right? So this 15th fret here on the B string is the flat 7. Well, one below it is the major 6. And so you can play that major 6 and bend it up into the flat 7. And then playing the root after it sounds so sweet. Like we've all heard that lick, right? So another thing they do is, what I like to do is just basically, you kind of need to know, I guess, your notes here to be able to figure this out. But this is a good exercise. If you don't know your notes, they actually start to learn, they figure out where your notes are. So we're looking for a C sharp. So we know that there's a C sharp here. So I like to give this little bend up there. On the 11th fret of the D string, that is also the major sixth, so we know one fret above it is the flat 7. Slide it up 2 more frets, and that's the root. So, and that's what I was doing in that little playthrough. So one of the easy ways they remember this is hopefully you all know where your roots are, right? So like if we're playing up here, our E root is here, here, and here. So if we count back from the root 3 frets, 1, 2, 3, that is the major sixth. So 2 frets back is the major 7, or is the flat 7, and 3 frets back is the major sixth. So that's everywhere, wherever there's an E. You know, so do that there. Just figure out where all your E are, where all your E's, where all your E's is. Count back 3 frets, and then look at the scale and say, okay, this is. And then start to visualize where this major sixth is, and just incorporate it into your playing. And what I did there was I used this little run, and then after I did this little slide back to the major sixth, I just jumped over a whole pile of notes, grabbed the minor third, and ended my phrase on the root. And so by adding this concept into your playing, what it's made me do is it made me actually, instead of just going like up and down the scale, it's making me jump over notes and actually target these specific notes. And so the main notes that I've been trying to target here, which has really helped me so far, is the root, the major third or minor third, depending on what key you're in, if you're in major or minor, the perfect fifth, the major sixth, the flat 7. So those 5 notes, if you think about a scale, targeting those 5 notes will really bring your playing like to a whole new different level. But start off small. Just start off with like the major sixth, and then try and find the major sixth. Well, if we're at the major sixth here, how many frets down is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 frets down is your minor third. So wherever you are on the fretboard, right? Okay, so we have one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can go, and that's how I done it. I literally sat with say an E major scale, and I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And so I would just play over like a backing track, and I would just target, right? Okay, so if it's an E, right, what does it sound like if I go? Okay, so that's the second, okay. That's the third, sounds okay. And I just did that. I just played a 1-chord loop, if you have it, or put on YouTube and find a 1-chord vamp, and just start targeting. Start targeting those notes, and you'll see you're playing going from like very basic sounding to like a whole new level. Like, this is the best I've ever sounded. I'm not a professional by any means, but it excites me because I can finally start to feel like I actually know what I'm doing on the fretboard. Now it's just a matter of, you don't need to learn 100 licks or whatever, because now you can visualize these notes, and you just, whatever you're thinking about playing, like if I'm putting on an E major backing track, well, I want to target that major third and the fifth a lot. You know, if I put on a minor backing track, I've really been enjoying this major sixth. So anyway, sorry for rambling on. I really enjoy the theory side of things since I've got into it, and hopefully it can help one of you guys as well. Like, just do it. There's no other way. There's no easy cheat code to do this. It's literally just like, on my other video, I just started off going G, B, D, G, B, D, G, B, D. And that's how I learned all of the G and the B's and the D's. And so you can do that with, pick your favorite key and then just do it. So that other video's on my channel if you want to go back and watch it. If you're brand new to learning notes and intervals. But if you have any questions, add them in the comments and feel free to ask, and I'll get back to you and try and help you out as much as I can, because I really enjoy this stuff, and I think once you get into it, I think you will too. So thanks for watching. Bye.